I think one of the biggest reasons our problems remain unsolved is because we don't stay on the problem long enough to find the solution. And if I'm being honest, Nigerians are exceptionally good at this. You've probably experienced it before. You confront a friend about an issue you're having, and then suddenly they go,
"Oh, what about that time that you did that?"
and then all of a sudden the conversation shifts and your attention is redirected to something entirely different. If you're an art student who paid attention in literature class, it's called a red herring, which is when attention is unintentionally or deliberately directed towards something else, shifting focus from the main subject. Usually something more emotional, controversial, and extremely interesting, just very enticing. And once you learn to spot it, you start seeing it everywhere. A few months ago, discussions about rape and sexual violence started trending. And the conversation should have been, how do we protect people? How do we identify predators? How do we hold perpetrators accountable? But in some corners of the internet, it slowly became a gender war. And we started hearing phrases like, not all men, but always a man. But women do it too, yada, yada, yada. And it became men versus women instead of society versus rapists. See the pattern. A more recent example is how Nigerians shifted the conversation from demanding accountability from the government, calling out the insecurity in Nigeria, raising awareness, discouraging apathy, get your PVC, all that good stuff, to why isn't Pastor XYZ speaking? Why isn't that speaking? And then suddenly a factually unchecked rumor starts circulating online, which was actually proven to be wrong. But we're not here to talk about that. My point is the spotlight shifted. And when the spotlight shifts, pressure shifts. And when pressure shifts, problems survive. I started noticing this pattern in Nigeria. A major issue emerges and then the conversation shifts. Attention is redirected somewhere else, which is either done ignorantly by reason of sheer stupidity or even scarier, intentionally planted narratives. And I think this is extremely dangerous because real change requires sustained attention. The same way a laser works. It's very hard for you to miss a shot if your gun has a laser. It directs all its energy and all its attention towards one target long enough to make a very strong and lasting impact. And we need more of it in politics, in society, relationships, in schools, in Nigeria, and your personal lives as well. This could also be due to our short attention span as a generation. In our culture, we need to develop the ability to stay on an issue long enough to find a solution for it. Because if you want any real change in this country or anywhere at all, you need laser focus.